What's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in for another episode of JBTrickleRC. In this episode, we go back to Fountain Inn, the Fountain Inn RC complex, for my first real 21.5 car race since we've done the build. In the previous episodes, which was a 4-episode series, I took you through a rebuilding process. We took a used GFRP car, went through it, rebuilt it. I gave you a tutorial on building shocks, rebuilding the CVDs, and building a direct drive differential for the car. And we also touched on a few key points of areas that are important when it comes to maintenance of the car, such as like the bearings, the kingpins. You want to make sure things remain, free and as friction-free as you can get it. But again, it's the first race of the car. So I'm going to take you through that, where you're going to get to see some racing from the newer 10.5 late model class, Super Street, Breakout, Mud Boss, and the 21.5 cars. Also, too, did something for the first time on the YouTube series, and we're going to carry this over occasionally on different videos for different RC racing practices. But you're actually going to get to hear from other RC racers as well. Decided to do a few driver interviews. In this particular episode, I've got 3 of them. Ask each one of them, kind of what got them into it, what they like about it, and what would their advice be to someone new looking to get into the hobby or sport. So, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. And before I let you go too, I just want to say we got merch now. JBTrickleRC merchandise is available. I'll put that link in the description of the video so you can check that out. All profit made for any apparel, JBTrickleRC apparel, is going to go back to the community. Some of the money is going to go into making the YouTube channel bigger and better. Some of the money is going to go towards giving back to the racers. I'm going to sponsor some races, sponsor some events, throw some prizes in some races, whether it's big state races or nationals, or if it's like a normal monthly club race, throw a prize out there or two. And it's a way to help me get the word out of my channel more. So if you want some cool apparel to wear whenever you're out at your racetrack or your RC event that is RC related, check out my my apparel. I got t-shirts, hoodies, magnets, stickers, things of that nature. So, but anyway, again, guys, I greatly appreciate all the support you've been giving me. I appreciate all the feedback. Lots more planned to come. I'm super excited for what's left of 2020 and this YouTube channel, and looking extremely forward to bringing you a whole lot of stuff we haven't even seen or went over yet in the 2021 season. Got a lot of plans for more tutorials, some unboxings, some reviews. I'm still going to be covering a lot of racing, all forms of racing. Plans to bring you some slot car racing from a local slot car track. Some boating, some RC boating events, crawling, drifting, all that. 2021 is going to be packed with a lot of new and cool stuff. So if you haven't already, guys, I'd appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you get notifications of new uploads. And again, I greatly appreciate you guys. This is why I'm doing it. This channel is not about me. It's about all of us. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the video, and I'll catch you here in a bit. So we're with Michael Lafferton, good friend of mine that we have done some RC racing with in various different forms over the years. And correct me if I'm wrong, Michael, I think we actually met doing RC drifting?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where we first met.
What got you into RC dirt oval racing?
I've always been a car guy. Always been into actual dirt oval racing, and found RC dirt oval back when I lived in New York, and I've kind of been hooked ever since.
What's your favorite part about RC dirt oval racing?
My favorite part is just having fun with friends, being able to laugh and race each other hard, and come away with a smile and a handshake.
Would you recommend people go out and visit their local track first to get familiarized with the classes and type of cars they're racing before spending money?
Yeah, definitely. I would go to whatever local track you are local to, meet faces, see what's a popular class, see what might interest you into what you want to run. There's affordable classes for you to start out with, and just because it's affordable doesn't mean it's any less fun.
Thank you, Michael. This is Michael Lafferton, the number 229 Designs Machine, representing the Mud Buggy or Mud Boss class today, and soon to be a 10.5 late model, I believe, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael.
Thanks.
It didn't make it.
So, as you can see there, we had a little fail moment. What we were going to do was try to get some first-person footage on my buddy Michael's Mud Boss car. And I can't remember what the issue was, if he had the slipper too loose or if he actually stripped the spur gear, I'm not sure. But here we go. We got some sprints going around for some practice. And here momentarily, you're going to get a little bit of a free concert with this YouTube video. But you'll see what I'm talking about here momentarily.
Uh-oh, got the track promoter coming up with a hustler, baby.
That's a gambler.
The gambler. Oh, it's the gambler machine.
You gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em.
Mike Jackson picking up the
When
win.
to walk away.
8 laps in the book.
Daily stuff. You got to know when to hold 'em.
Rance with a 21.401.
Know when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away.
Super Street
when the
P1,
dealing's
you guys
done.
are up.
Thank you. I think that's the wrong word, but it sounded
It's good enough. It's good enough.
And now we're rolling. Michael got his slipper clutch or spur gear issue worked out. And we're going into the heat races and the main events. I wanted to cover more of the main event races for you guys over trying to cover all the heat races, trying to, maintain within a 20 something odd minute video. But Michael had a real good night. His Mud Boss has been real good. Real cool class to watch. These guys are on a slash-based chassis with a low center gravity chassis plate. But always a blast to watch these guys run. I just want to say Michael did end up picking up the win with this race too, so congrats to you, Michael. And now we're getting lined up for the Breakout class main event. And boy, let me tell you, what a great night of racing for these guys. Lots of changes, you know, battles for the TQ spot. So let's watch these guys run.
Oh, Tim breaks out, and somebody else breaks out. Tim won a 5.974. Texas Wade, Nations, and Walker. Walker broke out that time. Or left. He breaks out again. Todd won a 6.134 that time. Brian won a 6.491. That's your battle for the lead. 6.3 on Texas, 6.1 on Wade. Oh, Texas jumps up high, he comes back down there. He'll go up on 7-11. 3 on Texas, 6.1 on Wade. Oh, Texas jumps up high, he comes back down there. He'll go up on 7-11. 6.3 that time on Butler. Texas won a 7.2, 6.3 on Wade. 6.1 on Buffalo. We don't look now. Tim trying to catch up from that lap. He is 6.2 that time. Top 3 on the same lap. Oh, he hit the wall there. Oh, he hit the wall there. Somehow goes together again. Minute 25 to go. Got the camper in here talking to him today. She's ready. I hear you sometime. I'm putting the big boys there. You ready? Very good race there, gentlemen. Good race. That's a line. Todd Wade's going to pick the win up. 38 of the 4.
Outrun Brian Sexton!
As I'm sure you could hear, Todd picked up the win there. So big congrats there to you, Todd.
All right, everybody, we're joined by Rance Coker and his fancy RC race trailer. That's how these boys roll. A full unit set up for racing and ready to go. Rance, what got you into RC dirt oval racing?
You know, it's just a great family sport. You know, it's something that the whole family can go do. It's not as expensive as the other forms of racing I've been involved with, and we really enjoy it. A lot of fun. Good way to spend a Saturday evening.
And I've seen that you are one of our few groups that we got that brings the whole family out. What does it mean to you to actually be able to take part in a hobby with your family?
You know, there's me, my wife, my daughter who's 13, my son who's 10. It's not a lot of families that get the opportunity to go out and spend 6-8 hours every weekend together as a family doing something we all enjoy. We all really enjoy it. Enjoy working on the cars, enjoy the sport, and enjoy hanging out with all the guys and gals that come and race with us.
I agree, especially in the way modern times are. We need more freedom and more fun than...
Absolutely.
If somebody were to say they were interested in getting in the hobby, what advice would you give them?
I would absolutely get involved with my local track. Get in with those guys. Every one of them will be glad to help you with whatever you need. Go find a local hobby shop that's involved in it. Get you a Traxxas Slash and go racing. You don't need anything other than that. $200. You got a race car ready to go.
Awesome. Thank you, Rance.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, now we're getting lined up for the A main event for the Super Street class. And this one is another slash-based class. This one does run the high center gravity chassis, but it is a 13.5 brushless motor class. Very fun. I've still got one of these cars, have a blast with it. So let's watch these guys run.
30 seconds in, Patrick, Steven, Brady, TJ, Phillip, and Tim in your running order. So low out of 2, low out of 2. Quick. Car backwards on the back stretch. Go low on the back stretch. 30 seconds to go. Patrick still out front, followed by Brady, Steven, TJ, Kim, and Phillip. High on the back stretch, high on the back stretch. The race is over. Patrick Owen picking up the win, 44 out of 403.
So as you heard right there, Patrick Owen picking up the win in the Super Street A main. So congrats to you, Patrick. And we're currently lining up for the 10.5 late model A main event. And this is another Traxxas / base class. This one does run the low center gravity chassis, and it runs the 10.5 brushless motor. So let's watch these guys get their race in as well.
Let's go above that white paint, Jim. That's Patrick Brady. That's Scott Brady on the same lap. Football 8-8, you're up next.
We got some problems, Todd.
You probably got some hot dogs left out if you want to grab one.
Todd, we got left rear flat. We got left rear flat. I think.
Owen Hunt, Waters, that's the top 3 sets in poker.
I think left rear's about to come apart. Hey, ready your hot dog.
Low down the back straightaway. Low down the back straightaway. They checked all through Owen Hunt.
Little mishap here, a little bounce off the wall and kind of connect with another car there, but quarter marshal gets to them, gets them back up on their wheels, and they got to rolling again.
Water tested now. Seven nothing early, Notre Dame. 7-0 early. 45 to go here.
I swear this thing is rolling like an hell. Let go. Oh, my baby. No.
Going to the high side of water, still lap on a 14 to go. Mud ball seems to be there. Mud ball. High down the front straightaway. High down the front straightaway.
So that's Patrick Owen picking up the win in the 10.5 class as well. So congrats to you on that again, Patrick. And we're actually going to get to hear from him here just momentarily as well.
I'm here with Patrick Owens. He's been a long-time RC racer with me as well, back whenever I got into dirt oval years ago. But Patrick also does some other forms of racing. Won't you tell me a little bit about your other forms of racing and your RC racing?
Yeah, I've been running racing go-karts since 1991. I was 14 when I first started. A little earlier than that, my uncle had a race car, a dirt car, and helped him with it during the week and went racing. So I've always done some form of racing or dealt with racing. And you know, that involves working with your hands. I love doing anything that I can build and repair, you know, keep something running. Been racing karts since '91. Won several championships, state, Georgia State Championship, South Carolina, 3 national championships. Been real fortunate, and got into RC racing, I would say 8 or 9 years ago when Fountain Inn first opened up, and RC racing kind of started to be the center of my attention, and I sold a lot of my kart and stuff, and I still dabble in it every now and then, but I just love the RC racing. It's a lot safer. I'm not going to say it's a whole lot cheaper because you can spend as much as you want to spend, but you get to walk through the pits and cut up and shoot the bull with your buddies a little bit more. You're not working your tail off all day, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun, and just like hanging out with my buddies and racing toy cars.
If someone were to ask you or talk to you about wanting to get into the hobby, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, find something cheap to start with, something you're not going to invest everything in, because you never know. You might not like it. You might not be able to drive it. You might get frustrated. So just ease your way into the sport. Don't go full bore and get frustrated with yourself. And just make sure you have fun every time you hit the track. That's what you're supposed to do, you know.
If someone finds themselves frustrated, what kind of tips would you give them?
Step away from everybody. So normally what I do, just walk away, get by yourself for a few minutes. You know, it's not the car's fault. Probably 90% of the time, it's you. So just sit back and take you a deep breath and stay calm. That's all you can do.
Would you recommend people to talk to others and that's running the same class as them? Because it's been my experience that there's always someone willing to help.
Oh, RC racing, there's always, I mean, 9 out of 10 folks will help you, without a shadow of a doubt. And some people will give you a little information, some people will spill their guts about what they're doing. And it's just up to you to do what you can do with the information given. I mean, everything doesn't work for the other racer all the time. You have to add a little bit of your own to it. But everybody's normally willing to help.
Awesome. Again, this is with Patrick Henry Owen. We like to call him P1. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, guys. Now here we go with the 21.5 late model race. That's me starting 4th. This is the main event. And this was, like I said, I believe in the intro, the first actual race night I had on this car. What I actually ended up doing is before the main event, I made some changes, went out and got some practice in. And because I knew the car needed to get in better and it needed to get off better. I was kind of tight getting in and kind of loose getting off. So what I ended up doing was changing and softening up my right front spring just a little bit to help out the car. And then ended up putting a couple rounds in the left rear to try to compensate for being loose off. And actually helped the car tremendously. The car got better in the main event. And although I picked up a couple spots there because a couple of guys got together, at the end of the race, I actually looked at my time slips and saw that I had picked up 3/10 in the main event, which I was just barely off the pace of the leader. So car definitely picked up, definitely got better, and I'm thankful for that. I had a blast with this race. I really have, but I'm going to let you guys check out the rest of this race.
usually we get 30 ways. Jack now right at a 40. Drop it down to 45 and a 4. We're having a little bit of trouble. Wanted to go, he picked up the breakout 89. Usually the third to go here. Jack now right at a 46 lap pace. Now dropping down to a 45 and a 401 there, a little bit of trouble. I wanted to go 6 second breakout 89.
So yeah, again, with this being my actual first race night with the car, I was very happy with it. It was my first night that I actually did some tuning to the car after just trying to get a feel for it again. So, you know, like I said earlier, I'm very happy with the car. Had a blast, walked away second. And like I said, I picked up 3/10, so the car was doing fantastic. And Mike Jackson ended up getting the win there. Congrats to Mike. He had a great car all night. Started on the pole, you know, well-deserved win. Congrats to you, Mike. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, coming to you with a club race from the Fountain Inn RC Complex. I had a blast here, and hope you guys have been enjoying kind of following me with my new 21.5 adventure. I've got several other videos. I'm going to cover some races with it through the winter, racing at Little Indy and things like that. But again, guys, thank you all, and I'll catch you on the next video.